In this episode of Comic Book Savant, we'll do a non-spoiler review of Aquaman. Welcome back to Comic Book Savant YouTube channel. I'm your host, James Harris. Happy New Year to everyone. This is the first video that I'm dropping in the new year. Took a little break over the holiday season to give myself time to refresh and come up with more great content for you guys on the channel. Thank you for all the new subscribers that have found the channel over that break and have given great feedback. And I hope you continue to stick around for more quality content that I hope to provide on the channel for you guys. Well, all that being said, right here in this episode, we're going to be talking about Aquaman. I'm a little late on some of these reviews. I was going to try to push them out towards the end of the end of last year, but like I said, I needed to kind of slow down between doing the podcast and doing YouTube and everything else in between and family. I just decided to hold off and drop all this content in the new year. So it's going to be plenty of content coming, more movie reviews and so forth that I saw at the end of last year that will just be coming out shortly. But back to Aquaman. We were introduced to DC Films or Warner Brothers Aquaman way back in Batman v Superman. We got a brief snippet underwater scene of Jason Momoa's Aquaman towards the end of that movie. We got a fuller glimpse of him, more fully realized character in the Justice League movie just a couple of years ago. Now he gets his own solo film. I have to say, again, this is a non-spoiler review. This movie is really fun. If you haven't had a chance to see the movie yet, you owe it to yourself. It's a really good time at the movie theaters. There's this some massive work of art or the greatest movie ever as far as story and all that? No. I like to hearken this. I'm an 80s kid. I grew up primarily in the 80s. It harkens back to like the old action movies in the 80s, mid 80s, early 90s, the big Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jean-Claude Van Damme, even kind of Steven Seagal type, boombastic, just fun, over the top action. I think what makes the movie work so well is James Wan's direction. You know, we've seen him do everything from Fast and the Furious to Saw, Insidious, things like that. And now doing this more comic book action type film. He really nails it. Just from the direction, he's very careful. No one, thinks of Jason Momoa as, as a Shakespearean actor or Amber Heard, but he really directs to their strengths, and they really look good, and they cared about their characters in this movie. And that's one thing I think that screamed out to me, is that the whole cast from top to bottom, Patrick Wilson, William Dafoe, Jason Momoa, Amber Heard, just everyone just gave their all to it, and it showed on screen. And maybe if they didn't give the effort they did, it would have came across even sillier. I've seen different things from different critics that the movie's divisive. I think it didn't take itself too seriously, being like too dark and broody. It's definitely, some would say it's the Marvelization of the DCEU as far as their movies. This definitely feels like I came out of this movie feeling like I did out of The Incredible Hulk or Iron Man, or the first Iron Man movie, the first Cap movie. It definitely feels like a Marvel Phase 1 movie, which I always felt like they needed to do. They really rushed into the DCEU, and I'm glad they're kind of stepping back, rearranging things, and taking their time. This movie's been a massive hit so far. It's going to break over the $1 billion mark, which would now make it the most successful DCEU movie to date. And it's fun. Again, where some of the other movies maybe structured a little bit better, maybe. But it doesn't take away from the enjoyment. James Wan did. They put a lot of effort into special effects, and the special effects in this movie are utterly amazing. They are mind-blowing. I didn't get a chance to see it in IMAX or 3D, but friends of mine, I think my niece was telling me that she saw it in 3D, and it was amazing. So I might want to check it out while it's still in theaters and try to find it in IMAX or 3D, because she said it was just really stunning, the effects. But just seeing it in regular 2D was just still breathtaking for me. So I definitely would give this 2 thumbs up. On my rating scale, I would give it 8.25 out of 10. Like I said, I feel like it's one of the better DCEU movies. Some of my problems with them and before is that the ending, I was into the movie till the ending and I felt like they didn't stick the landing. I feel like this is the first DCEU movie, probably since Man of Steel for me personally, that they really seem like they stuck the landing at the end to make it a really complete movie. And I can't wait to see where they go next with this franchise. Like I said, it looks like before this week is out, it's going to break the $1 billion mark worldwide. Who would have thunk it? It's crazy. I would have never said, oh, this is a $1 billion movie when I saw the trailers in anticipation of the movie coming out. But people really like the lighter tone. It fits. They had fun with it. And still produced a really entertaining movie and delivered on the action. So again, I highly recommend this movie. If you haven't had a chance to see it, definitely hit the Movieplex as soon as possible and check it out before it's gone. If you like this review, I have other movie reviews on the site. I'll have a playlist either up top here or you'll see it down in the description box below this video for all the comic book related movie reviews that I do on the channel. If you haven't already, please click the like button. Also click subscribe and definitely leave feedback down below in the comment section. I love to hear from you guys. Any suggestions? Have you had a chance to see the movie yet? If you've had a chance, try to keep it spoiler free down there. And let me know, did you enjoy the movie when you did see it? All those things I definitely like to know. So hit me down below in the comment section below. Just, give me some feedback. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like about the movie. And again, like, share, subscribe the video. Also, if you're already subscribed and you haven't already, make sure you click the bell notification down below. Click that little bell and it'll let you know, it'll notify you when new content hits the channel. I try to do uploads about twice a week. I do an audio podcast, Comic Book Savant. That's an accompaniment that I will upload. I upload those new episodes every Tuesday to the channel, and then I drop a video a little bit later in the week. Sometimes I'll drop more videos, but you'll at least get one audio podcast and one video each week on the channel. So definitely subscribe, like, and hit the bell notification for more. I'm your host, James Harris. This is the Comic Book Savant YouTube channel, and I'll see you next time for another video. Take care.